First round of exercises, here we go. You can see right on the screen, we have a warm-up and a dynamic warm-up. Timer is gonna be right here. You'll be able to hear beeps as we move. So let's go ahead and come down to elbows and knees. We're getting started. If you have a fitness tracker, I am using my Apple Watch today. I'm going to set it on HIIT. Now I just want you to take your right knee through a giant circle while we're getting your tracker set up if you are using a fitness tracker. Here we go. I can't even figure out my tracker. Pull the heel in close towards the booty. Try to spread the toes, and then all I want you to do is reverse the direction of your circle. Everything that we do on the right leg, we're gonna do on the left. If you're on your hands, come down to your elbows. That way you can give your lower back a little bit more support. Push and go. And then let's go ahead and switch over onto the opposite leg. So pull the heel in close towards the booty. You're just taking your knee up and over a fire hydrant, pressing your elbows into the mat. If you are on your hands, come down to your elbows. It will help support your lower back even more. That way you don't lose your spine by coming onto the hands. Go ahead and reverse the direction of your circle. After this, we're gonna be coming onto our backs for some single leg lowers, which is a hamstring and a hip warm up. If you do not warm up before your workouts, you are definitely not setting yourself up for success, and we are all about success over here. Go ahead and come over onto your back. I want you to keep your left leg as straight as possible. If that means it's right here, because you can't lift it up here without keeping it straight, then so be it. From here, you can go ahead and bend your elbows, press the elbows into the ground. Toes pull towards the shin, and all we're doing is just lifting and lowering the right leg. Use an exhale to get your foot back up. Again, if your left leg is not straight and you have a bent knee, I need you to straighten your leg and put it wherever it goes in space. That allows you to have a locked knee of the extended leg. Everything we do on the right, we're gonna do on the left. So let's go ahead and switch sides. So lift your right leg up until you start to feel the knee want to bend. Once you find that spot, that's where you're gonna lift and lower the left leg. So this is working on the lower abs. This is opening up the hips. This is warming up the hamstrings. After this, we're gonna be heading into our downward facing dog, and we're gonna be doing some leg kicks, another hip opener, but also is gonna warm the upper body up. Press the elbows into the ground. If you notice, my elbows are bent. My elbows are in the shape of an A. Good. Now go ahead and come into your downward facing dog. I like to flip the top of my mat because it gives my hands a little bit more grip. Bend the knees, push the tailbone to the sky, pull the chest towards the shoelaces, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you're gonna be balancing on one leg and then the other, and you're just lifting one leg up to the sky, and then the other. Pull the belly button towards the spine, push into the hands, pull the shoulders away from the ears, and then I want you to picture yourself sliding into home base. That is a baseball reference. If you are familiar with baseball, you're gonna slide into home base. That means your arms are up overhead. After our single leg lowers, we're gonna be heading into some thoracic rotations. It's another way to warm up the body for some movement. So all I'm going to do is bring my right leg forward, left leg stays back, and then I'm gonna open up and close down. So opening up, bringing my elbow on the inside of my right foot. If I can bring my elbow down towards the ground, awesome. If I can't, also awesome. But just goes to show you have some tight hips and you might want to work on implementing some hip mobility into your workout routine. Reaching up, lowering down. Looks like we still have about 12 seconds. Everything we do on the right, we do on the left. Really reaching up, creating a T position with the hands. Good. Now from there, we're just gonna go ahead and switch over to the left side. So I have my low lunge, right hand is on the ground, lifting up, and then slowly adding some rotation throughout my upper spine, the thoracic spine, if you will. Hence is called the thoracic rotation. Trying to get the left elbow on the inside of the left foot. After this, we're gonna be heading into our dynamic warm-up. As you can tell on the screen, each one of those exercises are gonna be done. Well, we're gonna do the entire round 2 times through. 6 more seconds left here. Good. Now go ahead and come on up to standing. We've got about 8 seconds. I'm just gonna make sure that we're solid here, and we're gonna be starting with our bounces. So what I want you to do is I want you to pull the toes to the top of the shoes. We're gonna be warming up your ankles, and then all you're doing is just hopping up and down. So I'm coming to you live from New York City. I don't know where you guys are tuning in from. You can leave me a comment though, but pull the toes towards the top of the shoes, put the hands in fists, warming up the ankles. People mostly always forget about their ankles, and that is one of the joints that is taking the load of the entire body. So we gotta warm that up. From here, we're gonna be doing knee drivers. So all I want you to do is drive the right knee into the chest, and then as soon as that buzzer hits again in 20 seconds, we're gonna be doing jumping jacks. If you have downstairs neighbors that don't like when you move, I'm gonna give you an option. Straight line from the head to the tailbone, spread the chest, put the hands out in front of you. So another way of thinking about spreading the chest is pull the shoulders away from the ears. Keep going. In 5 seconds, you're gonna head right into jumping jacks. 2, 1. So you're going into full-on jumping jacks. If you have grumpy downstairs neighbors, you can do no hopping jumping jacks. But if you came for a workout, you better be hopping it out. In about 10 seconds, we're gonna switch over to the left side knee drivers. So remember, this is a part of our dynamic warm-up, so pulling the left knee in towards the chest, right leg is planted. You wanna pull the shoulders away from the ears, spread the chest, or pull the shoulder blades together behind you. You're pulling left knee in towards your chest. Keep going. You got 10 seconds left. So this is where we're trying to elevate our heart rates. If you have a fitness tracker, you can see, is my heart rate elevating? I'm at about a 145 BPM, which is where I wanna be. I want my heart rate to come up. Now remember that our heart rates aren't going to be the same, but sometimes it's nice to hear numbers so you can kind of understand where the body is. After this, we're gonna be heading into inchworms, followed by swimmers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inchworms, names of the game is to warm up the hamstrings. So I hinge at the hips, I keep my legs as straight as possible as I walk out to push-up plank position, and then I walk my feet up, feet back, hands back, all the way up. Walk out, feet up, feet back, hands back, stand up. Back. 15 seconds left to go. Getting the booty up in the air. We should feel it in the core. Walk back. Good. If you are walking yourself out, go ahead and stay in push-up plank position. You're gonna lower down onto your belly, reach the arms out in front of you, and then all we're doing is swimmers. So warming up our lower backs. Another reference, baseball reference, sliding into home base. Opposite arm, opposite leg are lifting. As soon as this buzzer goes off, we're gonna do all those exercises from the top, starting with our bounces. So we're just swimming, swimming, swimming. Whew. Might feel your shoulders start to turn on. You've got 5 seconds left. Do not stop now. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. From the top. So in your bounces, I want you to pull the toes to the top of the shoes. Put the hands by the fists, and you're warming up your ankles. If you want to add a little bit more oomph, you can try to get a little bit more height. But what you're really trying to do is you're trying to let the ankles absorb the movement of the body in a warm-up fashion. 8 seconds left to go. From here, we're going to head right into our knee drivers, but I want us to start on the left side. So this will be my left knee driving in, right here. So right leg is planted, left knee is driving in. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, spread the chest, but leave the arms where they are. So when I tell you to spread your chest, what I'm trying to get you not to do is hunch over. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, spread the chest, left knee drives into the chest. Keep the gaze in front of you. As soon as that buzzer hits, we're going into our jumping jacks. Here we go. So as we start to wind up our dynamic warm-up, we're gonna be heading into our first round of Tabata. If you guys aren't familiar with Tabata is, it's supposed to be a form of high-intensity interval training where you're pushing yourself 70% and beyond, which means on a scale of 1 to 10, for the next part of class, I need you to constantly feel like you are at 70%. So from here, we're gonna drive the right knee into the chest. Right now, we should be, scale of 1 to 10, You want to be like at a 5, 6, making your way up to 7. I'm going to say that again. When we are doing Tabata, you want to be working at 70% and above. On a scale of 1 to 10, you want to constantly feel like you're at 7 or higher. If you are not, then you're not pushing yourself, okay? And we came to push ourselves. It's only 25 minutes. If you are doing HIIT correctly, then you are always riding that wave of staying on a scale of 1 to 10 at a 7 and higher. So if you really want that hardcore, intense workout today, we're doing our inchworms now. Remember, scale of 1 to 10, 7 and above. So an inchworm really challenges your core strength, challenges your hamstring mobility, challenges your arm strength as you head into what is actually a handstand drill. So if you are a yogi, one of our handstand drills is we actually walk up into this pike before bringing ourselves either all the way up in the air. You got 10 seconds left to go. If you're walking yourself out, one thing I also don't want you to do is if your hands are walking out here, you're doing it incorrectly. Hands are facing forward. From here, coming down to your belly, slide into home base, baseball reference, and swim your way towards the final 23 seconds of our dynamic warm-up. Blow the air out. Swim, swim, swim. Shoulders are gonna probably start to burn. This is only temporary, 10 seconds left to go. So we're warming up our lower back, we're strengthening our lower back, we're turning on our glutes. 3, 2, 1. All right, let me show you guys what we have in store for Tabata round number 1. Oh, wow. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. See all of those exercises? You're gonna do them 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we're just gonna flip-flop through them. So we're gonna be doing alternating reverse lunge for 20 seconds. We're gonna do a 10-second transition into skaters. We start in 10 seconds. There's 8 rounds total. Each exercise will be done 4 times. We're gonna do exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 1, exercise 2. You get the hang of it. If you have weights at home, or if you wanna bump up the intensity, because remember on a scale of 1 to 10, where should you be? 7 and above, you could hold on to a dumbbell. If you don't have weights, your back knee needs to kiss the ground. If your back knee is unable to kiss the ground, from here we're doing skaters. If your back knee is unable to kiss the ground, you really gotta work on that hip mobility. Skaters, I'm going side to side. Land soft, take off. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. So, again, I have a dumbbell right here. This is body weight, but if you want to bump up the intensity of your workout, because remember, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are we trying to be? 7 and above. Alternating reverse lunge. If you're holding onto a dumbbell, which is optional, shoulders stay stacked over the hips, back knee kisses the ground. So this is round 2. We have 4 rounds total. 3, 2, 1. Heading into our skaters. So if you're ready to keep moving, because you're not at that 7, just come right into this exercise. Otherwise, 20 seconds on, go now. If you have trouble landing, you can tap your inside foot down, okay? So you should be feeling the outer edges of your booty turn on. 3, 2, 1. Round 3, alternating reverse lunge. If you want to hold on to that dumbbell, go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, you're starting in 3, 2, go. What is your core doing? Every time you come up to standing, blow the air out. Make sure that your knee stays behind the toe. 3, 2, 1. So you have 10 seconds. As soon as the Beefy goes again. We go right into our skaters. Go ahead and get started right now. Remember, on a scale of 1 to 10, you need to be at a 7 and above. That means if you're at a 7, can you push to an 8? You want to constantly be keeping yourself in what we consider the red, since this is supposed to be a HIIT class. HIIT's supposed to be challenging, that's why it's short. Alternating reverse lunge, what is this? Round 4. You got 3, 2, 1. So keep the sternum up. I'm trying to get my back knee to kiss the ground. I use my opposite arm in front of me to kind of help balance out what's happening in the body. Speed skaters, or if you're not at a 7 and you need to bump it up, head into the exercise right now. Otherwise, this is our final round of speed skaters. You never have to do these again with me today, so I want you to go hard. Keep going, come on. You got 8 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, next set of exercises. Here's what we got. I need you guys to pay attention to me when I explain these jump squats. So you need to, in your jump squat, you need to stick it before you go into your next one. 15 seconds till we go. So we've got jump squat, followed by plank jacks. Plank jacks are in push-up plank position. 4 rounds total. Each exercise is done twice. 8 rounds in completion. Jump squat. All I'm doing is starting here, jumping, landing, resetting, going again. Each one of your jump squats should be for height. If you're trying to get up there. 3, 2, 1. Trick of the trade. Push-up plank position. Roll the top of your mat. Put the heels of the hands on the elevated surface. As soon as that buzzer hits, jack it out. So you can either hop in and out, or you can tap in and out. I want you to soften the elbows, shift the weight forward, straight line from the head to the heels. Blow the air out. 3, 2, 1. Round 2, jump squats. They're not continuous, okay? They're not continuous. I need you to stick it before you go into your next one. So, stick, stand, repeat. Land soft, absorb the landing by bending the knees. Take off again. 3, 2, 1. Scale of 1 to 10, where are you? If you are not at a 7 or above, I need you to bump up the intensity, all right? Here we go. Soften the elbows. I want you to grip the ground like you're digging your fingertips into sand, and then shift the weight forward. Make sure that the shoulders are in line with the hips, no butts up in the air. Keep going, 3, 2, 1. Back to the top. 3 seconds till we go. Jump squats. Remember, stick it before you repeat it. Stick it and then repeat it. Each time you're jumping for height. Six seconds, keep going. Plank jacks. 6 seconds, here we go. Here we go, bring it down, set it up. And go. Soften the elbows, shift the weight forward. If you feel pain in your lower back, it's because your hips are down here. I need you to use your core. Shoulders in line with the hips. Keep breathing the air out. 3, 2, 1. Final round. If you're watching this video at a later time and you want to bump up the intensity, here's what you do. You add dumbbells. Squat, Land, stick it, stand, and repeat. These are 10-pound dumbbells, by the way. Another trick of the trade, you can elevate the heels of your hands on your dumbbells. Last round of plank jacks. Here we go. Fire it up. Scale of 1 to 10, where are you? If it's not above a 7, I need you to pick up the intensity. Soften the elbows, pull the shoulders away from the ears, shift the weight forward, and blow the air out. 1. All right, final round. How you guys feeling? Here we go. Mat work. Whew. So we're doing push-up releases, followed by leg lowers. 15 seconds until we go. Heart rate's up. It's a good thing. Push-up releases. At the bottom of your push-up, your elbows are in the shape of an A, your thumbs are in your armpit. Lower down, reach, pull, push. Straight line from the head to the heels. As you push yourself up and lower down, I want you to clinch your booty together. If you're doing your push-ups from your knees, this is a good exercise that's gonna train you how to do push-ups properly. I always ask my clients, how long do you plan on doing push-ups from the knees? If you wanna elevate yourself, plug the elbows into the ground, toes pull towards the shin, lower one leg down, and then the other. If you've been doing push-ups from your knees for a long time, when do you plan on doing push-ups from your feet? If it's in the near future, then I want you to try push-up releases. I would rather you get 1 or 2 push-up releases, not on your knees, on your feet, than 4 or 5 push-up releases on your knees and not ever trying it. So here we go, straight line from the head to the heels, lower down, reach, pull, push up. It's not easy, but like I said, when do you plan on training yourself to learn a true push-up? 3, 2, 1. Flipping over. If you want to still make your workout more challenging, grab a dumbbell, push it over your sternum or your chest plate, lowering one heel down, and then the other. Goal is to keep a straight leg. Now I'm not looking at my feet, I'm looking straight overhead. Toes pull towards the shin, heel never touches the ground. 3, 2, 1. Push-up releases. So at the bottom of my push-up, my thumbs are in my armpit, my elbows are at a 45-degree angle. It's not a T, it's not an I, it's an A. Here we go, round 3 of 4. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Flipping over, same thing. If you want it to be more intense and you have weights available at home, otherwise, you can keep doing it as body weight. Use an exhale to get your foot back up. Toe pulls towards the shin. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Don't look at the feet or the dumbbell. Look straight overhead. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're in our final round. If you have push-ups, not on your knees, you can do full push-ups without the release. A straight line from the head to the heel, feet are together, lowering down, lifting up. If you find your max on your push-ups, you can do your push-up releases. Again, we train to help ourselves get stronger. So if you're always doing push-ups from your knees, when do you learn to do them on your feet? Final exercise of the set, and then we're gonna stretch. And that would have been our 45 or 25-minute body weight hit class. Keep going, come on. Scale of 1 to 10, where are you? Plug the elbows into the ground, spread the chest. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so 156 calories in 24 minutes. That was mine. Let's do some stretches. I want you to come into a half kneeling position. Left leg back, right leg forward. Just gonna grab my phone in case you guys left any sweet messages or sweat messages. All right, this is so fun. I think I'm gonna subscribe. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for answering, POPSUGAR. All right, let's go ahead and shift the hips back. So you have a micro bend in the right knee, toe pulls towards the shin, tailbone reaches back. Nice little stretch right here. My shin is sweating. I hope that you guys enjoyed that workout. Whew. Now, let's go ahead and rock ourselves back out, tuck the back toe under. Remember that thoracic rotation that we did at the beginning of class? We're gonna do it again 5 times. So on your own, plug the elbow on the inside of the foot. Spread open the chest. Good, once you get your 5th one, just go ahead and switch legs. So we're just gonna start in this lizard stretch. So I have this right hip flexor stretching, my left hip is stretching. Both my hands are on the inside of my foot. If I can't touch the ground or if I feel like I have a hunchback, all I have to do is prop my hands up on my left knee, straight line from the head to the tailbone, and I just enjoy the stretch. Whew. Ooh. Selena, bands week 2, amazing. Tanya, Valerie. Liv P, love the setup, good audio, good lighting, appreciate the timer and the on-screen list. I find it helpful, especially whenever doing these follow along classes. It's nice in case you like tune in live or maybe you need to pause the screen really quick, you can always hop back in. So all I did was push my hips back, toe pulls towards the shin, left knee is bent, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Whew. My active calories still climbing. Kyrie W, the list of moves on the left was great. Amazing. Okay, so go ahead and tuck the back toe under. We're gonna elevate the back leg up, and then we're gonna do some thoracic rotations, 5 of them on your own. So those of you that were tuned in through the technological difficulties, was it worth the wait? From there, let's go ahead and come up to standing. I'm just gonna take these exercises down really quick. With a click of a button, let's stretch out our arms. So all I want you to do is cross your right arm across the body, pull it into the chest, and then pull the right ear away from the body. And then you can go ahead and switch sides. And then you're gonna bring right arm overhead, so you're grabbing the back of the right elbow, reaching the right hand down the back. And go ahead and switch sides. My favorite stretch, one of my favorite stretches is a downward facing dog, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do one more downward facing dog because it feels so nice. Elena J, or Aina J, E-E-N-A-J, absolutely worth the wait. Woohoo, Jackie. Pull the chest towards the shins. If you are in downward facing dog with me, take a deep breath in, side out. Alrighty, my friends. So that was our 25-minute bodyweight HIIT class. Remember, the weights were optional. If you don't have weights, there are options to do workouts without weights. We really only added the weights in if you wanted to bump the intensity up. However, if you're not landing the form for some of your exercises, it's best to start with body weight before you start adding weights. This is one of those workouts that you can do throughout the week multiple times. I would say You could do a workout like this, maybe 2, maybe 3 times a week, if that's what you're interested in. It was 25 minutes short, so you can fit it in where you can, in and out the door. Make sure you're hydrating. Let's see if you guys had any last minute questions. So my name is Charlee Atkins. Whew, thank you. LaSweat TV. So that is the app that I own. It's called LaSweat TV. And my name is Charlee Atkins with 2 E's. If you guys want to find me on Instagram, I post exercises, I give out fitness tips. I have a few classes with POPSUGAR on their app, active.popsugar.com. So if you want to find some more workouts that I've done with them, pretty much every single one of them have been body weight. So if you don't have any equipment at home, I make sure to give you modifications if we are using weights, or I make sure to give you exercises that can be done with no weights, similar to what we did today. It was a no equipment class. However, if you had dumbbells or if you have some form of weights at home, you could bump the intensity up. But to that, you guys, I am going to head out. Thank you, POPSUGAR, for having me. My name is Charlee Atkins.